Good afternoon, everybody. Colin here with Techout, and today we are going to be doing the usual 48-hour update on iOS 26 Beta 3. And I am happy to report Beta 3 is a pretty good update for those wondering, and it looks like we should be doing pretty good once we are ready for the rollout of the public beta here in probably the next week or so. I would expect us to get the public beta, probably based on beta 3, hopefully, as well. A lot of people are asking about the update in terms of where we are with liquid glass, and that is a little bit disappointing because Apple has gone back on a lot of the stuff that we saw at WWDC. A lot of the liquid glass stuff has kind of been toned down pretty significantly. You can see here in the control center that most of it is frosted, and it does not have the same glassy effect that we were seeing at WWDC, which is kind of a disappointment. I mean, I know why they did it. It just kind of sucks that we got stuff hyped up at WWDC again, just like we did with Apple Intelligence. Not that they took anything back from Apple Intelligence, but what we were seeing at WWDC for Apple Intelligence, we still haven't gotten a lot of the cool features that were setting Apple apart from the other guys. But that being said, with Liquid Glass, they kind of showed off the vision for the future of iOS, macOS, iPadOS, all that kind of stuff with Liquid Glass, and within just a few weeks, it's gotten such backlash and stuff like that on the design and the visibility and stuff that they've had to pretty much take that back. So that kind of sucks. But battery life on here is pretty good. I know that was the common question. A lot of you guys like to ask about the battery life while I'm doing the live stream after I install it, when I've only been running it for 20 or 30 minutes. And obviously I can't answer that because I've only been running it for 20 or 30 minutes. You guys have seen the same thing I've seen. But I've been using this fully as my main device for the past 2 days now, since I installed it with you guys on Monday. I used it yesterday all day, and I've used it today. And like I said, the battery life does seem to be a little bit better. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem as good as iOS 18 yet, but it's definitely a lot better than Beta 1, and probably a little bit better than Beta 2. As you can see, I'm down about 40% in about 3 hours of basically just being on my phone. See, as you can see there, the average usage at this time is 17%, and today it's 39%. So I woke up a little bit earlier today, unplugged my phone a little bit earlier, and started using it. Started using it a little bit earlier than I normally do. So that's part of the reason why the battery is significantly lower than it usually is by this time. But other than that, I think, like I said, overall the battery life, standby time seems to be a little bit better, and the overall usage time seems to be a little bit better. So I do have a Discord if you guys want to chat over there. I had a lot of new people join the Discord the last stream. So I'm going to start plugging that because it's a lot easier to have you guys post information that you guys find and stuff over there. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. There is also always a link in my description, but if anybody wants to join the Discord, I just put that link in the chat. You guys can hop on over there. Like I said, you guys can post stuff in the Discord, like pictures or stuff you guys are finding in iOS 26 and stuff like that. It's a lot easier for me to see it there and bring it up in videos rather than have you guys, in the comments here, because a lot of people comment really fast here. And it looks like we just had Armando join. So Armando, thank you for joining. Looks like you are probably in the stream. So yeah, I just wanted to plug that information. I like to come on here and do these live streams for the live updates because it gives us a chance to get anybody to come in here and interact and that kind of stuff. Yes, I do use macOS 26. I have macOS 26 on my main computer, which is this one, the Mac Mini M4 that I'm streaming from, as well as I have it on my MacBook Air. Ignore the nasty case. It's like some cheap Amazon case, and it like gets like discolored and like oily fingerprints and stuff on it really easy. But yes, I do use it on both my Macs. I did have an issue installing the update. I had to. It worked fine on my M4 MacBook Air, but there was an issue with the update, something with Rosetta. I had to disable the SIP protection in terminal in the recovery mode, and then install it, which I had that disabled already anyway, because I have blue bubbles on my Mac to use iMessage on Android. So I already run with that disabled. So excuse me, it wasn't an issue for me. But if you didn't have that disabled, it was kind of hit or miss if you got the update right away or not. But I think they fixed that. I'm pretty sure the update has been rolling out to everybody this far. So yes, I do use macOS 26. I have not had any issues with macOS 26. The battery life on my MacBook Air is just fine. And then obviously there's no battery on my Mac Mini, so there's nothing to worry about there. But I haven't had any issues. I edit all my videos on Final Cut Pro using my MacBook or my Mac Mini. 3 monitor setup. That's what I'm streaming from right now. And there's been, like I said, no issues there. So I really do like macOS 26, how it looks with the status bar not, there all the time and stuff like that. So pretty good update there as well. I think you guys are going to like all these updates when they come out, once they fix up the battery life and stuff like that. Yes, I use Safari. Safari is my browser of choice for Mac. The only time I use Chrome is, I think the public beta is going to come out next week. So I think the public beta will probably come out either next Monday or Tuesday. Probably Monday. But yeah, I think it'll probably be based on beta 3. But yeah, I use Safari. Safari is my... Sorry, I'm ripping a Band-Aid off. Oh, God. Mother. Yeah, Safari is my browser of choice for Mac. I usually use Chrome on Windows, and I'll use Chrome on my phone some of the time to time. It really just depends. There was a Chrome extension I was using for YouTube uploading from my MCN that did like titles and tags and stuff like that. But it hadn't worked in a long time, so I kind of gave up on it. I don't use it anymore. So I've just used Safari ever since. But I used to use Chrome mainly for like syncing passwords between devices. But once Apple has Apple passwords now, and the fact that like Safari on iOS can pull passwords from Chrome and stuff like that, I just don't use Chrome much anymore. Is Safari snapping beta 3? Yeah, I haven't had any. The only issues I've had with Safari and in beta are like in dark mode. Sometimes the tab bar, not the tab bar, like the favorites bar, wouldn't be readable because the color wouldn't change. But I haven't had that issue on every website, and I haven't had that issue. I don't think it does it anymore. Let me see. I'll pull it up on a window so you guys can see it over here. Excuse me. Let's see. Let me see if it pulls up the right screen. Nope, not going to. Let me switch screens. The bar up here, like if I go to a website that, for like some websites will automatically detect like whether you're in dark mode. If it wasn't doing that, and like let me see if I can find one. Like, so this website supports dark mode. So like if I put it in light mode, see everything, the website changes and everything changes up here. But there's some websites that even if you have it in dark mode, I don't know of any that were doing it right now, because everything is pretty much supporting dark mode. Okay, here we go. Amazon, for example. So even though my computer's in dark mode, Amazon doesn't have a dark mode. This was staying white. So like if I'm on a website that has dark mode, this is black up here, so this is white. But if I would go to like Amazon, this would stay white even though the bar was still white. So that was really the gist of the issues that I was having with macOS, or Safari at least, was that. that bar wasn't changing and you couldn't read the text up there because it was white on white. So now that they fixed that, I'm really not having any issues or anything like that with it, that I can speak of. So it seems to be working pretty well. Do I use an extension? No, the dark mode is just the macOS dark mode. Like if you have, like if I go to YouTube here, you can set it to, most websites you can go to the theme and you can set it to a device theme. So I can put it in light theme and it ignores Mac OS. But if I have it in system theme or device theme, then it follows whatever Mac OS is. And a lot of websites, well, you can set it this way. So, like, well, okay. I think sometimes YouTube you have to refresh it. Yeah, so if I refresh it here, see, you can see it's light mode now. And then if I put macOS back in dark mode and refresh some websites will do it on the fly. Some websites you have to refresh it, but then it goes back to dark mode. So yeah, that just depends on the website, but most websites do just support device themes. Yeah, so YouTube will do it like Mac Rumors does it, for example. Most websites do. Amazon just doesn't have a dark mode. But yeah, no, I haven't had any other issues really. Yeah, a lot of people make iOS only videos. I tend to not do macOS videos just because there's a lot of stuff and it's kind of hard to keep up with like what's changing and stuff like that because there's a lot of subtle changes unless there's like a big change. I always do like one macOS video when it first comes out, like I did the live install and stuff like that. But other than that, it's pretty fundamentally the same. The design changes pretty much follow what's in iOS, icons, theming and, the design language and that kind of stuff. So it's really not too, there's not a huge point to doing it. Same with like tvOS. I don't really do tvOS videos because, there's not much to show. I'll do watchOS videos sometimes. I just find it hard to film the watch. No, I haven't disabled liquid glass on Mac. I haven't changed any of the appearance settings. This is all just how it is. That's just how, like, I mean, beta 3 is just, Apple has kind of gone back on it a lot. So everything you see is completely stock. I haven't taken off any of the looks or anything like that myself. You can kind of make it less transparent and stuff like that, and even less transparent if you turn on accessibility options, but I don't have any of those on. That's just how it is. If you compare beta 1 to like beta 3 or whatever, yeah, it got a lot worse. I want to see, like, I'm excited to see how it does, um, like how third-party developers do their apps, like when they update them. That's one thing I'm looking forward to is September, when iOS is out to the public, like regular public stable release, when the developers can push their updates. Because that's going to be like when we get the new keyboard in third-party apps and stuff like that as well. It really doesn't. Like if you go back and watch videos of beta 1 looked a lot different than iOS 18. But now that they've kind of drawn back the liquid glass, look, it does not look the same at all. What do you mean? On iOS 18? I mean, there's not really any liquid glass effect on iOS 18. There's a lot of, I mean, it's a lot different, but it's not the same. There's still definitely a pretty big difference um, between what you get on iOS 18 and what you get on uh, iOS 26. But hopefully that'll change. Like I said, we're only on beta 3, so there's still plenty of room for Apple to kind of change things before the public release. So don't get all discouraged or anything like that based on what you see now, because it's not going to be the same when it comes out to the public. It's gonna change for sure. But yeah, macOS has been doing just fine. I haven't had any issues with macOS. I really don't have any issues with macOS betas like ever. That's kind of why I don't do too many videos on them. It's just a lot of the feature set in macOS follows um, probably seven or eight betas, I would say. Usually, once we get closer, probably like August, um, we'll probably get we'll probably get one more beta in July, so we'll probably get to beta 4 in July, um, and then maybe one every week in August, maybe 3 in August. So I'd say we'll probably see about 8 before we see the actual public release. But yeah, the macOS feature set usually just follows what we have in iOS. Like the messages get the same kind of features. It just looks different for the desktop, but a lot of the things are still the same. So there's really no point in making videos on it. But I'm thinking, first time you follow a new release, I mean, it's pretty fun. I would say if you want to get the beta 3 is pretty stable. You're probably going to lose a little bit of battery life over like iOS 18, but it's probably not going to be any different than if you were doing going to wait for the public beta. The public beta is probably going to be about the same as beta 3, if not even it might even be the same as beta 3 for all I know. Usually that's what they do is they wait and release. They release beta 3, and if there's no major issues, then that's what they're going to release to the public. So yeah, I normally don't recommend people update to the beta, but I think we're kind of getting close to it being pretty stable for most people. A lot of people have been talking about it over on the Discord as well. If you go to iOS in there, so um, you can check it out on there as well and kind of ask people and see how they're doing with it. New release just came out. Yeah, you got your Mac. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I really get around the software release time is usually the new iPhone. It'll also be interesting to see like what we get with the iPhone 17 um, in terms of any special features or any exclusive features, um, stuff like that, because usually it does have some exclusive stuff for the new software. And Apple did say that the new software, the new liquid glass is kind of the next generation of software for the next generation of devices. So it'll be interesting to see how we have what the iPhone 17 is actually going to be, if we get the iPhone 17 Air. Um, just from my experience, I have the Galaxy S25 Edge as one of my devices, and the thin hardware, the thin phone, the lightweight feeling just makes One UI feel so much different than using it on like a thicker phone like the S25 Ultra. So it'll be very interesting. Like just putting those two together, I can imagine how good iOS 26 with the liquid glass is going to feel on a device like an iPhone Air. Like if you took iOS and put it on um, put it on like the S25 Edge. It would be absolutely amazing, like coming from a phone, you know, that's thick like that. So that's just something I'm really looking forward to. I probably will. Usually I'm a Pro phone, like all the way, like Pro Max all the way. That's usually what I get every year. But I think I'll probably go ahead and get an Air just based on my usage with the S25 Edge. Depending on the pricing, hopefully it's going to be priced kind of like the Plus model, like the you know, maybe they'll replace the Plus with it or something like that. But hopefully it's priced around that point. I won't have to trade this in, and I can just keep this Pro for a while and then have the 17 Air. Now is a good time to get AirPods. If you, hold on, I'll actually send you a link because it's Prime deal. You know, it's Amazon Prime days right now, so a lot of AirPods are very discounted. Are you set on the Pros, or do you want, like, they have the AirPods Pro 2 are $150 right now on Amazon Prime. So I mean, I would definitely, like, even if like threes come out in September or, you know, later on, I would still say it's worth it. Here, I'll post a link to there's an affiliate link to the AirPods. If you click that, it helps out the channel. And you also get them, you know, obviously on the Prime deal price. So they're like super, super cheap right now. I mean, they're even cheaper than a new pair of new pair of AirPods, just the base fours. If you don't care about the Pros though, they do have the AirPods 4 without the active noise cancellation. They're only like, I thought they were $89, but it looks like they're $119. Oh no, that's with active noise cancellation. The without the active noise cancellation are only $89 right now, which, I mean, you can't beat that. That's like insanely cheap. So I would check those out for sure. Here's the link for the regular ones. Yeah, I have the AirPods Pro Max, just the Lightning ones, because I got them like when they were like super cheap on sale, and I wasn't paying to upgrade to USB-C just because that's basically the only feature they got. It wasn't worth spending the money just to get a new connector. I did, however, buy I just got these a few weeks ago, the USB-C Pro 2s, just because I have the other Pro 2s, and it was a pain in the butt to kind of keep up charging them with a lightning connector, especially since, like, I usually just leave the Pro Maxes I just usually use with my computer, and I just have a lightning cable on my desk. But the AirPods, you know, the AirPods Pro, was kind of just a pain in the butt to carry around a lightning connector to charge the case. So I did end up getting these, which these have pretty much hung out at my desk. And then I usually end up still just carrying the other ones with me. But the battery life on the case on my older ones was kind of not as good as it used to be. So I went ahead and just got some new ones. I may get the AirPods 4 as just like a cheap travel pair while they're on sale. Because, I mean, you can't beat $89 for a pair of AirPods. I'm actually gonna see if Best Buy has them on sale too, so I can get them today. If the Best Buy website has been sucking today. But yeah, if you're interested in some AirPods, definitely check those out at my link. They are very cheap right now, and like I said, clicking the link, even if you click that link and order something else, it helps out the channel. So it's very much appreciated. Yeah, Best Buy's got them on sale. Best Buy has the same price for AirPods right now as Amazon. So if you're close to a Best Buy and you want to pick some up, check out Best Buy. Best Buy website is so slow. I really like the noise. I definitely like the noise cancellation on the AirPods Pro. It is definitely the best. Is there destroy Best Pet? Well, send them that link too. Tell them they're on sale right now. Amazon Prime days are so nice because it makes all these other retailers match the prices with sales. So basically, like Prime Day prices are like Best Buy prices too. And I mean, you can get a Galaxy. The Galaxy Watch 8 just came out today, but Best Buy's got the Galaxy Watch. The Galaxy Watch 7 is on Amazon and Best Buy for for $199 for the larger one. So you can't beat that. I don't know why this Best Buy site is so slow today. Let me see something here. I gotta do what I want. Nice. Which soundbar did you get? I don't know what is going on with the Best Buy website today. The app's not wanting to load. The website's loading super slow. Jeez. Nice. Haven't heard of that one. Where'd you go get it from? We couldn't load the page. Please try again later. Oh, Amazon, nice. Well, I'm trying to order AirPods, but Best Buy's not working. Thing doesn't want to load at all. The clear glass icons lags and stutters a lot. Yeah, I mean that's another reason Apple kind of frosted it more, is that the see-through stuff was causing it was using up a lot of resources for animations and stuff like that, unfortunately. Let me turn off dark mode. I haven't run my iPhone without dark mode for a while, so I'm gonna try just the no dark mode, just the regular icons, and I'll see how that does. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really noticed too much of an issue. I still don't like the clear icons. There's not enough. I need the color. Like I wish they would have like a clear but have the actual like icon, still colored, because the icon color is like how I find my icons. Like it's like a muscle memory thing. Like I know where they are. I know what they look like. I don't have to read the text or anything like that. But with the clear, it's just they all look the same. I still can't get Best Buy to load. Every time I try to check out in the cart, I get an error. Use the icon creator. I haven't played around with any of those on iOS. I just don't like to sit there and, oh, did that finally load? I don't like to just sit there and like play around with it. It's just annoying after a while. Come on, Best Buy. Yay. Okay. I got my regular AirPods 4 ordered for Best Buy same day delivery. The clear icons, yeah, hold on, let me change them on my Mac real quick and see. Here, I'll pull them up over on the screen so you can see. I really don't, I just like the other ones on my Mac, but I'm gonna change them real quick and we'll see what they look like. Let's see. Appearance. Clear. Alright, there we go. Now they changed it. I mean, I think that looks kind of cool on a Mac because it matches the way that matches the background I have, but here's dark. I do like the dark ones too. Tinted. I don't like the tinted. I don't like the way it tints the widgets. See, this is what, like this one, why didn't this one, it didn't tint this one, or it didn't make that one clear for some reason. Or it ignores dark mode too, that's weird. I'll leave these on clear for a little bit and see. What's the widget change? No, the widget doesn't change in clear. Yeah, I'll leave that and clear for a while. And my Mac is in dark mode. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'll try that out. I kind of like it with them clear. It kind of it's a nice way to keep them on screen, but they're not like down there in your face. Yes, this is macOS Tahoe Beta 3. I mean, it's got pretty much the same features as all the other betas. They didn't really change anything. I use dark mode for the theme. I just have the icons on light right now. But I do change it time to time, just depending. I like to brighten it up every once in a while instead of having it just dark like my phone icons. I used to, like I just sometimes I like these icons. I like there we go. I like these icons in the light mode. They just pop. I like how that looks. But it just depends on what wallpaper I'm using and stuff like that too. But I can't wait for the new keyboard like the way the keyboard is like on the system. Like if we go into just like basically anything that comes on the phone already, messages, settings, stuff like that, this keyboard, um, I can't wait till we get that in like third-party apps and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When like in the next few betas, based on people's reactions, like beta 1 to beta 2, people were like, okay, yeah, now I can read stuff. And then beta 2 to beta 3, it was like, whoa, that's way too frosted. So hopefully they'll find a happy medium between what we had in beta 2 and beta 3. Yeah, I like beta 2. I think beta 1, like I really like beta 1. I think it looked cool. It was just hard to read some things, and it made the phone really laggy and used a lot of battery because of all the see-through stuff and all the the resources and performance that it took up and stuff like that. So I like the way beta 1 looked, but I kind of like the way beta 2 performed better. So hopefully they can find a happy medium that's kind of closer to beta 2 than beta 3. But other than that, I mean, beta 3's been performing very, very well, so I don't have any complaints there. Um, but yeah, so I mean, that's kind of my 48 hours. It's been pretty good. Definitely better than beta 1, a little bit better than beta 2. So we're getting there, just kind of waiting on the battery life and stuff like that. So other than that, though, I don't have too much. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and end it here. We've been live for about 30, 40 minutes almost. So I'll probably do another live later on in the week or a video or something like that, and we'll talk about it some more after other people have tried to use it. But definitely check out the Discord. I posted a link. Um, I'll pin it real quick. Um, Definitely check out the Discord, and we can chat over there. I have it up on my computer and I have it on my phone, so we can chat on Discord, and you guys can let me know if you guys find anything in iOS or any bugs you're having, or anything like that. So there is an iOS section in the Discord, so hop on over there and chat with us. And thank you guys for watching. I am Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. It always helps out. And make sure you don't miss these streams or my update videos.